First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
The Immortal Mask, a 1970s superhero crime noir adventure that follows a retired soldier who is given a covenant interview with a death row inmate. What he learns from the interview thrusts him into Atlanta's shadowy underworld. He'll have to utilize his military training to survive from being hunted for the information that could topple the most powerful ruling class in the city. This is not a pre-order or a crowdfunding campaign. Get your books now at Denali's.com.
Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon.
Seconds to curtain, folks.
Your favorite podcast is Critical Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a launch stream. We are launching Immortal Rising tonight, and Aaron is here with us. Aaron, welcome to the program.
What's up, nerds? Thank you for having me, RJ. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you. We've already got people in the chat waiting. Mike Walters here, as faithful as always. Liked and shared the stream, dropped in to say hi. Always appreciate that.
Nice.
Chris Fisk out here watching. So
hey, Chris.
Let people know. I never say share the stream, especially right off the bat, because it's mine. It's my show. Nobody wants that. But tell them, hey, they're actually launching a book over there tonight. So you want to get in there and take a look at this, because we want to make sure that this has a showing. Look, I know I always chide you guys whenever somebody's on and the thing doesn't go up like even a penny. But tonight, I really, really need you guys. Yeah. Don't let this thing be at zero when we close the show out. Please, I implore you.
That would be nice.
Heck, you know what? Hit $1,000. I'll go get the scissors.
Dang. Whoa.
Hit $1,000 on this thing tonight before we end the show, and I will right on stream. Just chop it right.
All right, guys. Now we got to do it. Let's do it.
Hit some incentive on this thing. So.
I want the critical blast effect. I want the blast. Yes.
I want there to be an effect finally. So Immortal Rising, I've seen the promos on Twitter. Seems like I've heard about it since I was just a wee little lad. It hasn't been quite that long, but I'm sure it feels that long sometimes when you're.
For me, yes. I've been making this book for a few years now, and I'm glad that there's finally a version that I can put out and be proud of. So has any version come out before? Yes, actually, and it's a secret tier. Don't tell anybody, or a secret perk. But yes, there is a initial version where I was learning what I was doing, had a different artist and everything. But that's another story. We'll get into that.
Yeah, because sometimes I do these campaigns with people, and I feel like there's a Mandela effect going on. I was like, didn't this book come out last year? But again, it's from always seeing all the artwork on Twitter saying, "Hey, look what we're doing, building the hype," and then finally it comes around. It's like,
I know what you mean. When I'm constantly, geez, I have over like 140 videos, and most of those are interviews. And I lose track of who's selling what and where's that. And yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I definitely hear. If I haven't backed it myself, it's harder to track. But so tell us about Immortal Rising. I know there's vampires involved. I could read the trailer.
Yeah. So, all right. This is going to be a perfect opportunity to work on my pitch.
Yes.
So, all right. So basically, we're put into the middle of a war of the gods. And we see this war through the eyes of a elven ranger who he's young. He's a new recruit, or I should say new graduate of ranger school or whatever. And he's sent on a quest to escort a couple of important people in his kingdom. As he goes out, this greater war interacts in his life in ways that he doesn't understand at first. Now, to be clear, let me go back a little bit. So basically, there's an evil deity who has waged an ancient war, or I guess has gone on an ancient quest to wage a war against his own creator. And during this time, he's basically winning. Like he's got the creator hiding somewhere. Nobody has seen his effect in a long time, and finally, this evil deity sees a vision of a potential weapon that could end the war and finally turn the tides completely. And I'd say turn the tides, but stop the defense and kill all the good guys, basically. So yeah, he sends out his top empress, right? She runs the empire that is under this god, and sends her out to go investigate where this final weapon could be. Well, that turns into an invasion of a little planet, a little backwater planet, at least in the Empire's idea. That planet was at once until recently ruled by Dracula. In my world, Dracula is like a title, so it's not necessarily the Vlad Tepes. But anyway, so Dracula has recently died, and what is left is his undead lords, right? And they're ruling over this planet like farming people, really. Like the citizens live in villages or towns on these vampire overlords' plantations, really. So on this invasion, that's when there is a freak out. Like this creator god sees this invasion coming towards him, and because the secret is that his the last part of his power is hidden on this world. So he sends out a calling. He pulls randomly pulls creatures that he had, his creations to him to protect him against this invasion. All of this is a surprise to basically everybody involved because they had lost track of him. They didn't know where he went. But we follow the story through our ranger's eyes as he tries to struggle with learning how to survive in a war that he didn't ask for and has no understanding of what's going on at first. So yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a lot to it. But
you started off with princes and I'm thinking, okay, so this is medieval ninjas, and then on another planet. I'm like, we've taken high fantasy and sci-fi and just collided.
How about this? It's Castlevania meets Final Fantasy. Does that sound right?
That sounds familiar too. I like that. Pops is out here telling people to go to the webpage, which is the same link that's below this video, folks. You can click at any time. But Pops, if they sign up now, it'll be a very short-lived sign up because Aaron's going to get ready to hit the button here in just a little bit. Whenever you're ready. We want to hit $1,000. Let's give him as much time as possible, right?
I'm I'm at 150 signups right now, so we should be all right. Let's see. All right, so
Finalvania. Yes. Castle Fantasy or
Finalvania.
Finalvania.
I love it.
That
All
works.
right. So I just pushed review and launch. This is my
believe
first
that.
time, RJ.
I'll be gentle.
All that looks correct. Deadline. Okay. And then launch campaign says ready to go live. All right. Wish me luck, everybody. Launch campaign. All right,
Reload.
It's loading now. All right. Share with your friends.
Live.
There
We are
go.
live. The same link below, by the way, will still work. It'll carry you forward to the active campaign. We have a live campaign. Immortal Rising has risen for the next 30 days. So here, remember, folks, $1,000. RJ
Cutting the beard.
Cutting it right off here on the live stream. So give me an excuse, any excuse at all. So let's take a look at what you got here. Now we saw the video, so I'm not gonna play that again. But
Yes,
I was right. High epic fantasy, but also sci-fi. And you got Jose Garcia on this. That's quite a get.
Yes, and actually we've been working together for a few years on this, and I'm glad that it's finally here. So and actually this isn't the only one that we have made. I already have number 2 completed. It's about 95% done. It just needs final edits. So this is not a one and done, people. You definitely want to jump on this story arc is 3 issues. So
and you get the second one 95% done, so you'll be launching that the minute you start fulfilling this one.
Well, I plan on launching that one probably the end of summer. I'd like people to kind of get everything and mull it over and maybe check out other things that I have going on or whatnot, and then yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is where some people are at. Derek says he was on the wrong channel. There's no wrong channel. If you're watching this, the descriptions will still be there. The links will still be there. Heroinberg, thank you very much. Let people know that is the now current URL. Like I said, it'll still forward from the preview URL.
Oh, so I got to go in and change everything, don't I? Like all my links and everything, where everything's at.
No, they'll still. If you hit the same link, it'll just say, "Oh, you went to the coming soon." Well, it's come already, so we're just going to push you over.
Oh, I see.
But,
okay.
Yeah, there's no rush, is what I'm saying. You should, but
yeah,
it's going to. You'll still get there. So what are we putting on this campaign? I'm going to look over here on the left side. That way I don't have.
All right, wait a second. So I came up.
Oh.
I don't know if you're familiar with Iron Age.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I was lucky enough that they have a Iron Age online magazine, and that's ran over there by King Richard. That's what everybody calls him. And he was nice enough to give me an article for my starting day. So I figured maybe I'll try reading the article really quick. It's like 400 words.
Yeah, you want to share the page or share the link?
That's all right. It is on the. I don't have the link to the Iron Age, so off the top of my head, I could find it. But let me go. You know what? Let me do that because that's probably better than just me reading it, huh? 1 second.
Either is
getting on Twitter and now I see the Doge. You see the Doge now?
I've seen the Doge all day long. I don't know why it's 3 days late.
Not sure what it's there for either.
It would have been perfect on like Sunday, but or Saturday when it was April 1st. But
there we go. Right. I found her. Let me copy link and then I'll put it in the private chat.
Excellent.
So I'm kind of new at all this, so you gotta wait for as I mumble through. All right, paste. Boom. There we go.
Got it.
Yeah, it was really
nice. Yeah.
Chris says, "How do we get access to the secret add-on?" Well, that's you can only get that through the everything perk, but we will get there.
Patience.
Yeah. So this is the Iron Age magazine. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Iron Age. It's basically
I'm not. Are you familiar with it? Because
collection of indie guys, writers, and I'm trying to build a bridge for comic guys, tabletop guys, like everybody in the hobbies, the different genre hobbies, is really what I'm trying to do, build a bridge between everybody, because everybody's into the same stuff, you know, and everybody's against the same things. So let's work together, guys. Let's unite, you know. So anyways, King Richard's nice enough to give me some basic ad space. So yeah, I hit him up with like 400 words of what's going on. I'll tell you, I got to work on my sales pitch. I get it.
The sale, I'm getting it now. It's you know, gods at war and vampire. The vampires are, funnily enough, almost the good guys in this thing. Or
well,
at least they're the victims, the sympathetic victims.
Yeah, right. They're like, wait, all of our blood plantations are being overran with this invasion.
Yeah. It's not like either one of those sides is heroic. The heroes, I guess, would be the random characters that the deity, the good deity, calls to his aid.
Right.
Which is almost like, and it's just because the movie's out and we've all been inundated with the nostalgia of it, but it's almost like Dungeon Master has reached out and called in a ranger and a cavalier and a thief and a wizard.
Right. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. I'll take that comparison. I like that. Yeah, you know, and the whole thing was kind of like, you know, this creator god, he's backed into a corner. Nobody knew he was hiding there. This invasion cracks everything off, and it's kind of like his you know, autoimmune system. He puts out a call for all of his creatures to come to him. And, you know, whether or not they actually defend him or fight for him is a whole nother story. Like, these things are just brought in from wherever, not knowing what's going on. And that's kind of what happens to our main character, Drake. So Drake is this, he's a young, he's successful at his career, his burgeoning career in the military. You know, he's a great shot and all that stuff. And he kind of has his life like it's going to be fine. Like, he's going to do just fine. And all of that gets swept aside. And he has to learn to survive in a world that it's completely foreign to him. He has no idea why he's there, but he knows that he has to protect those people around him immediately. And he wants to try to guide everybody back to where they were. Well, I suppose in the first act, he has to figure out where the hell they are. So like I said, it is a 3-act story. So.
Right. Now, I see that it's all taking place that the vampires have live on the world of Terra.
Yes, that's where the story.
That's here. That's us. So, which explains, you know, why there's so much Greek and Nordic and Germanic and Latin.
Oh yeah,
names.
I stole everything from everywhere. I mean homage. I didn't steal anything.
Yeah.
That's just the way that we play, you know. Everybody gets really involved in coming up with all these you know, custom fantasy stuff. It's like, well, you know, it's just easier to say, well, it's, you know, it's Greek in style, or it's this in style, and then you immediately get an idea.
That, you know, you have to say, well, yeah, the lore is that the Greeks and the Romans, we built rockets. No, they're just language hooks that make it easier for you to grasp the story as a reader.
thematic hooks. Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, don't read too much into it, RJ. It's just a comic book.
Yeah, actually, if you want to take a look at the page, you can see some of the artwork as well. You get an idea of you know, what's going on, because some of this beautiful work here, this graphic work, was done by Chris Fisk, who's in the chat right now. He was nice enough to do a lot of this stuff for me with his amazing skills. And yeah, so here's the cover. Jose Garcia.
Yep, definitely his he's almost like a paper cutout manga type style.
Dude, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like manga, anime. It's his own thing for sure.
It's like if South Park was a manga.
All right, I'll take that.
Well, yeah, it's because, you know, South Park used to be that paper cutout animation kind of thing where, and this has kind of got that two-dimensional, sharp-edged look to it.
Oh,
right. Like your individual pieces pasted onto something. There's a French word for that kind of style. I don't know what it is.
Crowfire Studios, he says, so hard to elevator pitch epic fantasy. That's true. My problem is what I should have done is I should have wrote down something to practice and say, like Castlevania meets Final Fantasy. It's pretty quick. And then also it is a story of hero or man versus environment, at least in this first act, where he has to figure out what the hell is even going on, and keep his act together. And it's a long range for him. Like, he's not used to being a ranger. He's not used to being in charge of people or anything like that. And now a lot of this responsibility is thrust upon him. So
now he's a ranger in the elven sense, because he's got the ears. Are there humans in here anywhere?
There are. In fact, the guy right there with the wide eyes, he is an Arab cleric named Muhammad, and he is actually on Terra. And in that scene, that page, he's describing, it's the exposition explaining the history of the world with Dracula. Like, he's like, oh, Dracula up until a few years ago, and then basically explaining his god, Andronicus, kills Dracula and is deified by doing that. And he is that follower of that church now. So
okay, and Daybreak was 5 years ago. Has it been eternally day since then, or has it just been?
No, it goes back to like not always night.
Okay, because this world Terra is mostly ruled by the undead.
Yeah,
and werewolves.
Yes.
So
werewolves are generally like enforcers. So although I believe there at this point in the story, there is probably a kingdom ruled by actual werewolves. I'm not sure.
Probably
this
somewhere.
story won't get into that, but we will see werewolves if we get that far.
You can't have one without the other. I mean,
right.
Ever since Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, Dracula and the werewolf have been at odds with each other. All the way up through Underworld and Twilight, and it's just
you're right. Underworld. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that series. Yeah, so I saw
everybody else.
I mean, but who could forget? It was that Kate Beckinsale, that skin tight outfit. Woo!
There was that, and
yes, Vampire.
Of course, every time I look at it, all I can think of is Birds of Prey, because they flat out copied the poster for Underworld for the promo pictures for Birds of Prey when they did on WB.
Funny. Oops. Yeah, Vampire NRD is a bit of an influence. I can't deny that at all. But I'll tell you, the color choices, that's all Jose. Like, I mean, that dude, I don't get in his way. It's very rare where I'm like, hey, can we change this panel to do this instead? Because I mean, look at that. This could have been a cartoon. The dude is crazy.
Yeah, well, he is an animator. That is his background. So,
but his colors and all that stuff, all the stuff I don't understand, and other than I like it. He's that's just the color choices and all that stuff. Yeah, I love it, and that's one of the things that's really pop out.
The fractured panel layout here. Not only is it not a grid, but it's still easy to follow, and it's like the page is busted, and then you got panels that are busted. They're breaking the border and into the gutter,
right?
With word balloons and head and it all works. It gives it a very active, almost frenetically so kind of appearance.
Yeah, Crossfire says Jose did the interiors. Yes, Jose did all of the interiors on this one, and of course the cover. And it is 2 stories. So this is the main story, where it's basically like a first level group, right? And they're thrust together by fate kind of deal. And here, okay, so I kind of have a joke. All right, my book is so woke. This is the scene where the girl emasculates the hero. Just kidding. She's making fun of him, but you'll see.
That's just life.
Yeah, right. She's just giving him a hard try. He's like, "Oh, I'm the greatest archer ever," and he's like, "I'm not like that." Yeah, it's fun.
And it was
look at that. Look at those airships. Holy shit.
Oh man. Now see, that's just it. We're sitting here in like this medieval, swords and then there's energy blasts, but like that's magic.
Yeah.
But then we got this.
Yes.
It's like suddenly it's like, wait, this is like somebody got chocolate in my peanut butter here.
I love it. Yeah.
Somebody threw some sci-fi in my fantasy.
definitely.
What happened? So and this is the invasion starting?
No, this is actually a scene of him at home. This is like, the first act of the place where we're seeing his everyday life, right? This is like his life as it would have been, and just showing the might of the army and stuff.
Yeah, I noticed
And
the sun is also red whenever we see it.
right. Yeah, and
So
then this is him on Terra, and he's like, "Where the hell are we?" Because they get like mysteriously transported, and they're like, "What the hell?" And so he's like, "Well, let me figure out where we are using my ranger skills," kind of deal. And then we get that beautiful scene where he's just standing on that cliff looking out.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I mean, hell, you may not like epic fantasy, but the art alone, dude, Jose, it's just great to look at, really. Yeah, and then here, this is a part of the invasion.
Oh.
This is the Empress invading, the planet.
Okay, everybody press F for wood smash.
Yeah, wood.
I just love his colors. I mean, he's got this palette where it's not.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Nobody
tranny purple. If the woke people are watching, that's called tranny purple. It's fine.
Bisexual lighting.
Yeah, that's it. Bisexual lighting.
That's the term I've heard used.
Yeah.
The pink and purple
That's what I
stuff.
meant. I shouldn't have said tranny. It's bisexual. Yes. See, we're woke. It's fine.
Very woke.
This will go straight to
purple
Disney,
people
dude.
and blue people, and so it now you didn't. This isn't the last page of the first story, is it? We wouldn't give away.
Not at all. Not at all. No, that's
Ooh.
I think that's like page 9 or something out of 34. So
okay, yeah. Fan art alert, folks. This is your target. Start putting that fan art out tomorrow on Twitter for Immortal Rising.
Ooh, dude, I didn't think of that. How nice would that be? That'd be so cool to see some fan art. Okay, so this is story number 2. This is called Knights of Locutus. So this is a story. We see everything going on, but what's that?
Of Borg?
Don't say that word. Like I said, there's some homages in here. But anyways, yeah, not related. Oh, what's up, Tim? Good to see you, dude.
Thick Empress. Yes.
She thick.
They did. Oh,
yes.
Well, we lost a backer.
I can't back it. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. I highlight an Arabian cleric named Muhammad. Oh my God, so
seriously.
So inclusive. Anyways, so this story is the Knights of Locutus. This follows basically it follows like the higher powers, but in this issue we focus on 2 of the main knights who serve the creator god Locutus, the one that the evil empire is trying to destroy, right? So these guys go into hell to exact some revenge on an old enemy that betrayed them in the past, and then kind of they speak about it or whatever. And then while they're there, they get a shocking revelation that I won't tell.
Look at this dude.
Yeah, look at that.
This guy is the weaponry personification of the phrase "anything worth doing is worth overdoing."
Yes, and actually, it's funny because it's great that you said that. So his name is Listo. He is the god of battle. And this is so funny because I told Jose, I was like, when we first did the design, I was like, okay, the elves these gods, their cultural reference is Japanese, and I gave him old pics of Cable from the 90s where he's like carrying all these weapons on his back and he's just like a walking armory. I was like, I wanted that because that's what Listo is. He's Cable, basically. He's strapped down. He's a god of battle. And this is what he gave me. And I'm like, I'll fucking take it, dude. That's great. Look at that. I mean, come on.
That's amazing. And there's no firearms.
No.
Which makes sense with the Japanese thing. I say it with a little bit of surprise because I think I probably told you last time. I actually read Paradise Lost for no reason other than the fact that I had the book in my library.
Nice.
And when I got to the part where Milton actually gets to the war in heaven, I was knocked on my ass because it's like I'm picturing this whole Old Testament kind of setting and technology, and suddenly Lucifer is pulling out cannons and howitzers. I'm like, well, yeah, they exist outside of time. Of course, they've got everything that they can.
They have everything. Everything that could
A-bombs
be.
and stuff. Well, not A-bombs because Milton couldn't conceive of A-bombs yet at the time.
Right.
But,
yeah.
But it was like, yeah, that's fantastic. They're gods. Of course, they're going to have weapons that we've never even heard of or invented yet.
Yep.
But
this one we kind of stick to just magic swords and shit and armor and stuff. So
it's a giant sword with spikes all over, and it's like,
I mean, come on, dude,
it's poking and sharp everywhere.
Yeah. And then his friend here, well, I'd say his brother in arms. He is a god of magic. Like that's what he does.
That's why he looks so strange.
Right. He's got the floating rune stones and the magic mask and all that stuff. Yes.
And it's the last piece of Locutus' heart may be found. It's like a Horcrux.
A bit.
And it's surrounded by Badmanites.
Batman. Yeah, Bamanites are the bad guys. The Bamanites are the evil empire. Bamain is the evil god. And the good god
does fiction or fan art of a heart surrounded by little Batmites with swords. I didn't have anything to do with that. Okay.
And see, if you see that golden aspen leaf on the mask, that's actually Locutus's holy symbol, is the aspen leaf. The idea behind Locutus is that he's a demiurge creator god who basically goes across dimensions in the universe and creating life as he goes, or did before he was, started to be destroyed by one of his creations. Anyways, and so like the aspen tree spreads out and is connected by roots, all of his creations are connected essentially by his essence, right? And that is kind of what he's touching into. I'd say kind of that is what he touches into when he calls all of his as he calls some of his creations to protect him. It's kind of cool.
I've got a story question.
Little meta. Sure. What's up?
So the evil god has found this powerful source of weaponry, and it's on Terra, which is overrun by undead vampires and werewolves.
Yes.
So he sends his empress from another planet to come invade.
Yes.
Because they're all evil people. Are the vampires these undead things which stand in antithesis to the creation of life? Are they not in the thrall of this evil god? Couldn't he not have just said, hey, you guys are already there. What's happening?
Right. No, it was under the control of Dracula. So Dracula.
So Dracula's like a god level.
He's very similar. But the main thing is like they didn't think that there was any reason to involve themselves with Terra because it's like a backwater planet that's already a slave planet for Dracula. Not a lot there other than maybe like strip it for resources or something. So instead, they never really got involved and were always trying to chase down the Knights of Locutus and Locutus, all of his creations and whatnot. And anyways, it's only until then. And that's actually a part of the story, which we get into in part 2, is that the Bamanites, go to these evil lords and like start talking to them. It's like, hey, can we work out a deal? This is what we're here for, and stuff like that. But in that
on
invasion,
your side the whole time.
in that invasion, they drop troops, and that's some of what they have to, our party after they meet in the first issue, they have to deal with some of those troops in the second issue, right? Ooh, yes, it is.
That's my D&D club. My character level 1.
I love the Final Vania. I think I'm gonna have to use that.
Yes. This book looks amazing. It does look amazing. So we're at the meet the team level. That's my cue to go back up to the top. And not being Kickstarter, it doesn't automatically update. I've got to refresh.
Hey, actually, when you do, will you go back through down to the content and we can look at it? Because there's a brief description of this or that.
Let's do that. Let me put it off, guys. You've got still a chance here. Go in.
Yeah.
Back.
So go up.
Up.
Sorry, just one more. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
So new epic high fantasy. from me and Jose, with additional art from Steve. So Steve Whitehead was the concept artist for a lot of the original designs. Abel Vera does the back cover that I'm going to use. He did a picture of the Empress. It's pretty badass. Really nice artist from Mexico as well, I believe, just like Jose. And then Damage and Jarek did a map. I have an internal map that actually Chris Fisk is kind of touching up, trying to make it better. But yeah, Damagin, I met Damagin, I think on Fiverr, and he did maps, and I was like, dude, do my map. And he's like, sure.
I've had good luck with Fiverr. I know a lot of people who deride it, but
that's how I found my editor. She helped me edit, my story and everything. And really, like, I had never tried writing something on this scale, so I definitely consulted an editor, and it was like taking an English class on how to write. So not that I'm new to writing, like I've won, as a kid, I won third place in writing competitions. I constantly won essays and stuff like that. So I'm not, a complete novice, but definitely an amateur. And so having that, having an editor was great. Just bouncing ideas.
Have you written a comic book before?
This was my first one.
So how did you, what did you find challenging in writing a comic book versus writing any other sort of prose?
Oh, dude. So for me, it was breaking down scenes step by step and like what you can put on a page. So like how many actions you can have happen on panel and in between panels and still make sense. Things like that. It's just like action economy, how much can I have happen? And I'll tell you, I've gotten, it's improved. My technique is improved to where I think it feels more natural. The beats feel more natural when you turn a page. Not saying this one is not good or whatever, but my writing's improved. Like I finished the third one, and this campaign, anything extra out of like shipping and stuff, anything else goes straight to making the third one. So, I mean, that's where I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you like have to draw it out first before you wrote it? Because I've got a short story coming up in an anthology, and I tried to just say, oh yeah, it's page 1, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3. I'm like, I can't see what's happening now. Does this look right? Because it's just words. I actually had to do stick figures and cut panels and stuff.
So what I did, how I approached it was, at first I thought that I should do like panel descriptions and things like that. And then after working with Jose, I'm like, dude's out of my league. So how about I let him choose angles and all that? I'm not a cinematographer or, I can't do what he can do. So what I do is I tell him the emotion of the characters that I'm going for. I tell him, who's in the panel and what they say or do. That's really, and then he chooses angles and everything else. So the colors and all that stuff. I trust him. You got to trust your the people that you're conspiring with. Collaborating, not conspiring.
It's a very collaborative process.
It really is. I had never really collaborated with an artist like him. Just so easily. He's easy to work with. He's great. But I want to talk about the perks and add-ons. So. Here we're looking at, I believe this is like this is pretty much what you get, everything. Like this is mostly what I have to offer. There is an early bird sign-up card, exclusive early bird card so here you see you got a set of 4 and another set of 4. The early bird gives you a full set of 9. So you get a full set of 9 cards,
okay.
Which is nice to have a full sheet. And I thought it sounded nice.
Yeah. 9 is what fits on a page.
Now these cards here, the 2 different sets. One, I know you got to like click through the perks to get to the add-ons because they're all add-ons. I left the perks real simple, but the cards here are 2 different styles by the same artist, Steve Whitehead, the concept artist. The one on the left here with the most color, those are his comic version of the cards. And then on the right are painted versions. Those are the original concept art.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's super hot. I can't wait till you guys can see it like close up and stuff.
And you have a sketch PDF here. What is sketch?
Yeah, so
I never see those words together.
What's that?
I never see those two words together. Usually it's like sketch cover or PDF.
Right. So Jose told me, because I was like, dude, what can I do to offer more value to people? And he's like, well, I've had a lot of people ask me for sketch versions of my work. I was like, dang, all right. So he gave me 34, sketch pages. I'll put it in a PDF. Fans of his can, ink it, finish drawing the lines, because it's a sketch, and it's the full book all in sketch form. So you can take it, you can finish it, you can color it, you do whatever you like to it.
Very awesome. So the early bird basic Immortal is over here for $20, folks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to get you the PDF, obviously, of the two books. Now there's two stories. Are they two physical issues, or
it's all in one?
They're bound in the same one. So,
yeah.
So Rising one and Knights of Locutus one, it's just two halves of the same physical book, folks.
Yeah. One's 34 pages. One's 10. So it'll,
right.
And then, excuse me, I'll probably put in a couple of like filler pages of art just to round out the page count. So if you guys have ever printed a book, you got to keep it at like a 4 count. So
yep, gotta be in 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're gonna do a perfect binding, in which case they're all just individual sheets. Then.
I considered that, and I asked for pricing, because here I have it as stitched, and then I was like, well, what about pricing on perfect bound? Because I saw a book that was perfect bound on somebody else's stream, and I was like, wow, that would be really hot. So I may not do the perfect bound on this one. I don't know. We'll see. I may change it to perfect bound. I'm not sure.
All right. But also with that 20, you're going to get that early bird card. So that's the only way you're going to get that. Otherwise, you're going to just be able to only get the 8 that are available through the add-ons. Now, okay, we got 2 early birds. You got early bird basic and early bird bundle Immortal. Okay, yeah, basic and bundle.
Yeah, the bundle Immortal is it's just two copies of the book and the PDF.
Okay, 2 copies of the card, or just the one?
Just the one card.
Okay. So it doesn't double everything, but doubles it.
No. Yeah. So
wait a second. That's it. That's just early bird stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So if you click on those the perks, it'll open up all of the add-ons, and then so like you can get the basic Immortal, and then I want the cards. I don't want the sketch. I don't want the posters. I just want the cards, or vice versa, or whatever. And then you can just pick and choose however you like. So.
Okay. But the $100 everything is the PDF, the early bird card, the Jose cover as a mini poster. That is an 8.5 by 11 mini poster. So it's not all that many. It's the size of your comic.
Yeah.
You get the 4 comic book cards, the 4 painted cards, the PDF sketch version, the Steve Whitehead mini poster, also 8.5 by 11. And that's 2 posters. He didn't punk out on you and printed on double-sided. He could have done that. Save money.
Yeah.
You'll get to show them both. And you'll get the bundled version. So you get 2 physical copies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want everybody to have everything. Just take it.
So what happens when how long are the early birds good for?
Well, I'm kind of seeing how well of a splash I can make. I was thinking 2 weeks, because I'm considering running 2 months. So I think maybe the first 2 weeks, see what I can drum up. And yeah. So it is a limited time, everybody.
Yeah. So once that's done, new perks will appear that are, will be the standard perks, I would say.
Well, so what I'm doing is, I guess I want to keep the perks that I have. And then if customers are like, hey, can we get this? Then yeah, I'll consider adding it. Like if there's a want for it, then definitely just, tell me, what do you want? What do you want?
Tell me what you want. I'm not.
Yes.
No, I would never do that.
Nailed it. Look at you.
What I will do is reload this thing. Look, we're okay. We are only $915 away from me snipping this off, folks. You got 12 minutes. You can pull this off. I know you can.
Yeah.
Tell everybody RJ's going to cut the beard.
We need
if we get to 1,000 tonight.
We need 10 people to buy the everything. Come on, guys.
That's it. It's you just made it sound so simple right there.
Just
Show
10
the
people.
early bird card. That's a pretty one. Okay. Is that one of the images here that I can?
No, you got to go scroll down.
Okay.
And there it is. Go back up. That's the card.
Okay. So
it's the Steve Whitehead poster, only in card form.
okay. I thought maybe there might have been a bigger version of it, like like the pages down here, like that.
Oh, right. No, I don't. I don't have that. But yeah, let's check that out. See, go up to the top of that. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Go to the calling. One more down.
Calling? Oh, one more down.
There we go.
It's difficult because you're seeing it like a half a second after I do it, and I'm like, I am going.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the calling main story, 34 pages. Calling transports you to the foreign world of Terra. Part of your heroes is now in a desperate fight to survive in the land of the undead lords of Dracula as an evil empire invades from the stars. See, that's a much faster version of what I said earlier.
It does, and it makes me want to get out my dice. And now I've got to understand: is there a game here? Oh, but before you answer that, very important question from customer. He says, I can't see the secret add-on when I select the everything perk. Are you saying that it's actually in the everything perk already, rather than something that shows up as an add-on after?
I thought I had put it as an add-on. I'll have to go back and check it.
I will do this. I'm going to go in. You said that's the everything. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go through and get it. And then I see on the add-on page.
2 seconds. I gotta let my dog in. He's out there crying.
Okay, sure. I'll just put this back up here. So what I see on the add-ons is the popular add-ons, which is the sketch, the mini poster, cover poster, the cards, and then the paint cards. So yeah, I'm seeing that there's if there's supposed to be another one called secret, I don't see it.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Mike Walters reminding us that as we approach the top of the hour, he will be going onto his channel to kick off the mic stand, everything in niche news from comics to manga to professional wrestling. So when we're all done here, do hop over there, raid the channel, as they say. So, okay. So there's not the tier there that we were expecting to be there.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and
or the add-on. Okay. It's coming, Chris. Be patient.
Yeah.
Keep your wallet out.
Secret Immortal is hidden, so I guess I should put that on visible.
Yes, that would help.
There we go. Let's save that.
You can unhide it again when. So do I? If I reload, I'm still not seeing it yet. I know it takes a little bit to,
Yeah, especially because I don't know what I'm doing. So I put visible and I put save, so we should be good.
I wonder if I just need to go to the front page again.
Now, and with that secret first Immortal, so what that is that's my first attempt at putting this into comic book form. I was with a different artist, dude from the Philippines named Koepp, and I put it together. I went through the whole steps of printing them. I printed out, I guess 100, sold a few to friends and family and stuff like that. But I went back to the drawing board after getting more involved with Jose. I'm like, Jose, I need you to do number 1 for me. So he redid number 1 for me, and that's what we're launching now. So what that secret hidden one is, which is really hidden well.
Still secret and still hidden.
What that one is that's my first attempt. So, and the idea with that one is just to just to give people something extra. If you want to contribute extra to the campaign for more than what's there, and you want that first one, that it's a limited supply. There's only, like on this campaign, I'm only selling 30 of them. So if you want one, you got to get in there and get it now. So if I can find a way to find it. Let me find it.
We just have to say, no, really show it. I want you to be
Well,
really
it
visible.
says copy link and stuff like that. So,
Why would it be copy? You don't want to send the link out. It's got to.
I guess add item, and I guess I will add.
Now, I'm curious how it becomes only visible if you only selected the early bird everything. That's a neat trick on their part. I would expect it to just be visible or not visible.
There we go. Try that.
Okay, so here we go. Clicking through to get this perk, and
Nah, it's still not there. Chris says if the add-on is made into a secret, it will only be visible by direct link. It should just be a normal add-on. Gotcha.
Okay. That's right. Yeah, because that's the one where like, oh, hey, you got this. I'm going to send you a link to something.
Yes. So let me change that. Then. Awesome. Thank you.
Chris has done this a few times. I've done it once, and I didn't bother with secrets and lies and
secrets and lies.
Insert Futurama, take my money. Zymphonic saying, "Where's the link? There's no link." Oh, wait, you mean the link to the campaign right below the video? If you're wherever you're watching this, there it's right in the description. Takes you right to the campaign. So that you don't have to. So you don't have to type anything from off a scrolling banner or scroll up to the chat. It's just right there. Served it right under the video. Just right there.
I'm trying to figure out how to take it off of this. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. It's a learning curve for everyone else watching who's getting ready to do something like, oh, I don't want to do what he did.
Yeah. All right. Trying to figure out how to get it off of hidden. Well, I mean, I saw the hidden stuff, but I can't. Okay, secret.
You can't toggle it to normal.
Take it off of secret. I think that's the problem. Sorry for the dead space.
All right. Well, no, it's like I said, everyone's figuring this out now because it's always somebody's first time on Indiegogo.
It's my first time, RJ.
I know. I don't know that you'd be able to do something to mess it up this badly on Fund My Comic.
Yeah, you're probably right. And I will be going there soon. Yeah, I'm not seeing where it says that I can take it off as secret. Maybe under item. Let's try that.
Possibly. Again, I did one campaign and I had one item. I was like, this is the item.
No.
This is what you're getting.
It's not under that.
We had a hardcover book that was going to be signed by Mike Barron and Hart Fisher and myself. And
well, that's frustrating. Dang it.
No pressure.
How do I take it off of that? Off of type. I have to change the type.
I'll go back to the main page here and take a look at some of these pages in the slide because you got extra content up here that wasn't further down. Right. So the close up on the brother's face, the one who's the magic.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I'm like, I'm getting real serious Samurai Jack vibes.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely Jose's style right there for sure. Jeez. Okay, it's visible. I don't know. How do I take it off a secret? Not prohibited.
Strong enough for a campaign, but made for to be hidden. That's the old secret deodorant slogan mangled up in case you're all too young to get it.
How do I not? Okay, how do I not hide it? I don't want to hide it. Sorry, everybody. All right. Any suggestions in the chat? Because I can't find it on here at all. Should be able to take it from secret to not secret, but I don't see that.
Everyone's telling me how to make a secret chat when I look it up, or a secret perk, secret chat. Those are things.
How do you make the one then? Maybe I can find a way to unmake it.
Nothing that's helpful here.
All right.
I just said, how do I unsecret an Indiegogo perk? And it just tells me what secret perks are. Make a secret perk visible.
All right. Set up add-ons. No.
Campaign editor. No, this is telling me how to add secret perk. I don't care.
Ah.
How to create, edit, and remove perks. Well, that's what we're going to do is edit the perk, right?
Yeah.
How to edit perks. Log in, select my campaigns, locate the campaign, click the perks tab, click on the perk you'd like to edit, make your changes.
Oh,
Click
it's
save.
so easy. Oh, I'm so glad it's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it says right there, right? Oh, it does not say right there. No, it keeps giving me the secret perk link. So,
That's silliness. Secret perks. If I look that up, it's a new way to reward backers. Secret perks are only available, blah, 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 only visible. How to set it up. Oh, yeah, because it's not something that was a toggle. It was a completely different process to go into. You're going to have to make it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like it was secret, yes or no. It went through an entirely different setup path.
Oh, I see. Yeah, secret perk, add-on perk, or standard perk. So that should be an add-on perk, right?
That should be an add-on perk.
Okay.
And then you just remove it when the early bird is expired.
Yeah.
And Chris, I'm sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I was actually looking at another tab, so I didn't see the chat. He had the answer right here. You can't change a perk add-in type after it's created. You can only delete it.
That. Cool.
Although I thought you could change perks, you just can't change them if somebody's backed them already.
Oh. All right. Let's see. Going through now. I'm starting it or setting it up.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll just continue to look at this cool artwork here in the middle. This is some of the stuff we did see, but there's a lot of close-up panels here. These don't look like vampires. These look like zombies.
Yes, we don't get to the vampires right away, of course. Like, starting off with like a first level adventure, you don't see, angels and demons right away.
Yeah,
it's not for them. Now the gods on their quest, you get to see a lot of the power go off.
You don't open the door to the dungeon and face Tiamat right away. You got the skeletons first, and you gain experience.
Yes, that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah, it's the super bad guy always wants to make sure that you've warmed yourself up to the final boss.
I mean, you got to get to the right level. I mean,
yeah. It's like if you do open the door and there's Venger, it was a fast game. It was a quick campaign. roll some new characters now.
Well, and they don't have the power level, right? So
exactly.
You got to let them level up.
That was one of my favorite things was rolling characters.
Let's try that one. Yeah, you tend to do it a lot, especially if you have an unforgiving DM like me. You tend to.
Oh yes, never trust a smiling dungeon master.
So you've played before, I see.
oh yes, long time ago. I mean, long 80s. Okay. And we had just the kids on the block. We all went to Bruce Miller's house and sat in the living room floor and rolled the dice. And we each drew out mad dungeons and took turns being dungeon masters for campaigns. But I remember one kid, he was a cleric, James. James was a cleric. He didn't know he was a cleric. His character didn't know he was a cleric. He did not know that he was blessed by a god. And this god had said, "You're my cleric, and when you call upon me, I shall come to thy aid." Unfortunately, the cleric wasn't listening, didn't know. So he has no idea why. He didn't even get that part. So all he knows is that strange stuff happens when things get hairy, and all he's doing is running around saying, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." And of course, the great god Oshit comes.
Oh shit. That's funny. All right. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe try that. Early bird everything.
Let's try it again. But yeah, it was kind of like Johnny Thunder saying, "Hey, you," or "Say you," and the genie would appear, the thunderbolt.
Oh, that's right. I know what you're talking about.
We're not there yet.
No luck, huh? Damn it.
No joy on the add-on yet. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this happen here, folks.
I will make this work.
It will be mine.
All right, let's try again.
Yours. All right.
Maybe,
I need a drum roll sound effect here.
We'll do that. We'll take care of that one, and we'll add this one.
This perk. I'm gonna have so many emails from Indiegogo when we're done here. I'm just counting at this point. I'm not even looking to see if one of them changed. It's still the 5. You can get the by the way, if you haven't looked at the add-on page the 17 times I've shown it here, you can this is where you add on the sketch, the PDF sketch book where you can electronically ink it yourself if you are a digital inker. You can add on that mini poster or that mini poster, or those 4 cards or those 4 cards. It's all add-ons and it's a la carte. But in a moment we will have that 9th card. Wait a second. What are we adding on here? The 9th card's already part of the set.
No,
we're adding on the number 1 book.
Yeah, the first one. The
original number 1 book. I believe you can get me through the night. We're going to go karaoke for the rest of the show here.
I like it. We used to do that normally.
I've had an idea for a show, and I've never hosted karaoke streams.
No.
So I don't want to try it, but I want to have a show called Sing for Your Supper and just have various creators on. And if you get backed during the show and the audience member can prove they backed you, you have to sing.
That's pretty cool. I do like that. All right. I feel like I am lost without a paddle here. I cannot seem to figure out how to connect these two things. It says it's an add-on. I put it, it's not hidden. I connected it to that and it's not showing up. So
you connected it to the $100
everything.
Everything tier. So
it should be there, but I don't see it. So
you
like I see it right here. Tell
you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and I'm going to come through a different tier.
That's pretty aggravating.
Just to see. And then I'll come back and come through the main tier again. So there's the same 5 that I get no matter what.
Yeah, I can't seem to connect the damn thing.
I didn't know you could connect an add-on to only be available if a perk, specific perk, other than just any physical perk.
Well, damn it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we're going to have to scrub it all. I can't figure it out. Forget it. Launch is over. We're done. No.
Launch is over. Yep. It's
go home. We're done.
It's the Columbia all over again.
It's one thing that didn't work. We're all finished.
Yep. Oh man, I hate when that happens. But it's the curse of this show and of being on it. Nothing goes right here. But you are at $125.
Nice.
So people will once you've got that add-on, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. A couple
everything and the everything early bird are 2 separate perks. So that means something.
Well, I'm looking here. It shows the add-ons, but it doesn't have that one that I'm trying to add on until I click on it and it says included items, and it's there, but it don't show it.
But it's not saying that it's not saying that it's active. You can see what it looks like, but it hasn't been activated. Unless it's tied to a tier that's not there yet, because like he said, it's the early bird is what's there now. Have you created all the non-early bird tiers and you're just not showing them yet? Did you connect it to the wrong?
I did, but I am connecting it to the early bird one. So let's try that. Maybe this did it. 5. Nope. Damn, I don't know. I don't know what I'm pushing then, because I'm pushing buttons and nothing's changing.
Click everything.
All right, set a bat on. Let's try this again. Let's try that one. All right. Haha, maybe this did it. And I'll save. Oh, did I finally do it? Hit refresh. We can do it. Thanks for everybody.
Indiegogo didn't show all your stuff. You could, this would have been an educational shared screen. Hey, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, that's aggravating.
Physical book, original edition, $100 USD for this book.
I'm
That's
sorry.
correct,
What's
right?
Well, I'm lost.
Okay, so we hit the early bird, everything immortal. That's the
Yes.
$100 here. That's everything that's in here, and then that
Everything.
allows you to add
Oh,
on
there it is. Haha.
for another $100.
Yep.
The physical book, original edition. This is how many? Like, not very many of these exist.
I only have 30 for this campaign. Yeah.
That's low.
Yeah. Yeah. And it will never be printed again. It's the first one that is ever made. And if you get on it now, it'll be the only version of that ever made. So it'll be worth something.
Yeah. It'd be like, having your, having that first Turtles.
Well, right. Well, and so the idea is like, well, yeah, $100 gets me everything, but I really like this campaign. I want to contribute more. It's like, okay, well, here, if you want to contribute more, how about an extra $100? And I'll give you this book that will never be printed again. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty good trade.
Very cool. So it's there, folks. Thank you for your patience. The add-on, the secret, no secret, double secret probation add-on has been created and has been. You get the movie reference.
Secret, yeah, secret, no secret, double probation. I like it.
So we went a little over the top of the hour, but that's okay. We're putting this thing into orbit here.
Yeah. See, all you newbies out there who see me fumbling around trying to fix all this, this is what you get to look forward to.
you learned something,
Mm-hmm.
which is the goal. Now you're at 145. So
Nice. Thank you, guys.
it's working. It's working.
Yes, it is live.
But alas, it is late in the show now, and
Sure.
the beard survived. The follicles are rejoicing. I can hear them saying, "Yay, we're
I'll
here,
get you next time, RJ's beard.
It's gonna go for some campaign somewhere along the way because
Immortal Rising number 2. If I launch in your stream and get $100,000, yeah, it's mine.
well, by then I'll be Billy Gibbons. It'll be just like
It's just straight down.
we're talking like at least another 3 months, right?
Shit, at that point, I'll nail it to my wall.
Yes. I cut it off and be like, it'll be a rope. Who wants to auction off the rope of beard? Iron Age Media, thank you for being here. Do appreciate you popping into the chat.
Thanks, Richard.
WTG also wishing you the best of luck. So
Nice. Thank you.
that was a question I was going to ask earlier, and I never got around to it because we got distracted. But is there a game potential running alongside this?
Yes, actually, I am developing a source book where I will include all of the unique job classes and races. And I may include a module as well in the future. So I don't know. But yes, I am considering, turning this into a playable IP, or at least something that, you can buy the source book and put it into your game.
Very cool. All right.
Like,
Aaron,
you don't have to
thank you so
come
much.
play in Immortal Rising. You can just take some of the stuff that I came up with and use it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use it in your own games. Source book. All right. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight and launching here. I appreciate it. It's a big honor to get to participate in a launch stream like that.
Thanks, RJ. I appreciate it.
Everybody in the chat, if you're watching this on the replay, link is still below. Click it. Go out there, put some money behind Immortal Rising. Get this thing take off. It's a $3,000 funding goal. That's peanuts, folks.
It's doable, especially with
very
Jose Garcia. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
And I know all you fantasy nerds out there have a little bit extra cash. So buy this beautiful book, get into this crazy, engaging story, and let's see it. Let's make that culture everybody's talking about. Because although I'm joking, is not actually woke.
It's not. It's not. And if you were smart people, you should be getting your tax refunds right about now. So you're going to be flush, and you're going to be looking for excuses to spend it on something. Here's an excuse. Use that. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here tonight. We don't have a show without you. We're just a podcast falling in the woods otherwise. And of course, as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast.
Thanks, Chris.